All right, got a couple updates for you. Sorry, I know there's been a lot of updates, but stuff just kind of keeps happening as the time goes on. So the idle problem I was having once it reached operating temperature seems to have solved itself somehow. I took the old ECU out, or actually that's the new one I bought, new used, and put the one that came with the actual swap back in. I'm not sure if that's what did it. I was literally just swapping ECUs just to see if it would do anything. But I don't know, maybe an injector could have also still been a little stuck or clogged, and I cleared it out by revving it a little bit, and maybe that did it. Not entirely sure, but I had it running for about 20 minutes straight, held idle just fine, got up to operating temperature. One thing that almost made me shit my pants was, here, I'll come show you. So, this oil light was illuminated from day one from me starting it, and I didn't notice it until I actually sat in here for the fourth or fifth time that I actually started the car up, and it was just staying on. So I was like, oh shit. And I thought worst case, like you always do, so I thought it was like an oil pump or low oil pressure. I was like, needed a new motor, but the engine sounded fine. I didn't hear any alarming sounds, so I started by switching the bulbs around. It didn't do anything. The oil light stayed illuminated. So next thing to check would be the wiring. And I realized that, you can't really see in there. You see that yellow piece that there's a prong plugged into? I had that slipped in the middle between the two prongs. I didn't even have it hooked up to anything. I just like pushed the prongs apart. That was the problem, thank God. So got it plugged in correctly, and the oil light went off immediately. So that was super stressful, but glad I got it figured out. Put this cover back on really quick. Boop. Oh, not quite. Let me see here. Get back on there. All right. Good to go. So yeah, always check your wiring if something's not right. But yeah, that's where I'm at as of now. I do still have the new coolant temp sensor coming, so I'll go ahead and put that in just because, but I don't think that was the problem. Like I said, it pretty much worked itself out. It idles right around 800-900 RPM now and doesn't stall out. No misfires like there was before. So maybe it was just, like I said, an injector that was still a little clogged that finally freed itself from me starting it and running the fuel through it a little bit. So now that we have it started, I will come show you the temporary setup that we're going to be running while we continue refreshing and buttoning up this chassis. So here's the four-lug setup, and these are the wheels I'll be running. I'll bring one in the garage. So I can't remember what model of XXR this is, but it's like the Watanabe Rep, and that's one of my favorite wheels. So I literally traded my Steelies that I had. You guys remember I had them on the car when I first got it, and then I traded all my 5-lug stuff with the in my opinion, the crappily modified knuckles, lower control arms, and tension rods for drifting. Got rid of all that. Now I have the OEM setup that I'll be putting back on, 4-lug, of course, so I can stick with a small wheel, bigger tire. But yeah, just wanted to show you that. These are gonna be sick. I'm gonna paint this black, get rid of the red lip, because that looks stupid. But yeah, Watanabe reps. So yeah, another quick update. Next video will be, maybe I'll time lapse it Yeah. Actually, no, now that I remember. So I'm gonna be doing all new bushings and possibly new tie rods. So I'm gonna hold off on the suspension part, but maybe I'll take the flares off tonight and do that. I don't have too many more videos to make. Sorry about that, the video cut off. So I think what we're gonna do now is install the switch panel, get that all wired up, and then I'm gonna use this dash. It's actually super clean and uncracked, so I'm gonna pull the stickers off that, and we'll start putting the interior back together now that we know all the interior wiring is gonna be legit. We can start piecing that back together because I'm sick of it sitting on top of the car. So yeah, I'm gonna get on that. I'll insert some clips in the following video that I will release after this one. But yeah, getting stoked. Super happy that it solved its own idle issue. Hopefully it doesn't come back, but I'll keep you guys updated. See you in the next one.